Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Well, you may have seen it yesterday, but Elon made a huge announcement. Tesla is just announced one of the boldest moves in the history of the company. Didn't announce a new car or a new factory fabrication. Instead, it announced robot production will be replacing car production in one of its flagship facilities. Today, we're going to move beyond just the headlines. We're going to talk specifically about what that means to Tesla and it could mean to us as investors. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit like, subscribe to the channel. Let's jump in and get started. As I mentioned, you may have seen it on the news that Tesla made the announcement that they're stopping the production of Model S and Model X at the Fremont, California factory in mid-2026. This is a massive announcement for them. These are two of Tesla's original vehicles. The one that actually proved the concept that electric vehicles could compete with luxury gas vehicles. These are the vehicles that put Tesla on the map, that made them cool. So why does it matter? It matters because these models used to be a meaningful part of Tesla's sales. But as we look to what they did in 2025 and what they shared yesterday, you can see in the upper right-hand corner, those two vehicles sold 53,000 units. It's about 3% of the overall sales in the electric vehicle category for Tesla. So they saw the diminishing return for these vehicles, increased competition, obviously from BYD in China, and consumers were moving more towards the mass-produced vehicles in the Model 3 and the Model Y. But we also have to just kind of look at what this means for Fremont. You can see on your screen here, the Fremont factory. I used to live up the road from here for over 10 years. It's a massive factory. It's Tesla's original US plant. It's big, guys. In 2023, Fremont factory produced, over 500,000 vehicles, and it employs over 20,000 employees. The official capacity for the Fremont factory shows that they can make up to 550,000 Model 3 and Model Y cars and over 100,000 Model X and S's per year. They only sold 56,000. You could see that they were capable of making 100,000 units, but real world sales dwindled to the fraction of that. And this underutilization helps explain why Tesla decided to repurpose the space instead of trying to revive it with other lines. So what are they replacing it with? You've heard the news. I'm sure you saw it already, but obviously they're moving all in on their Optimus. As I predicted, their earnings were going to be a big focus on autonomous vehicles, robotics, and it's exactly what they said. So they're converting space in the factory for Optimus, their humanoid robot. It's a bold bet on the future of automation. We know that Tesla's original target at their Fremont site is 1 million Optimus robots per year. Once these lines are up and fully converted and running, and that's an enormous, considering even the most ambitious industrial assembly plants don't aim for 1 million units per year for complex hardware like this. So it's another time we see Elon moving in and being very bold. Tesla's already producing small batches of Optimus robots. They're doing it in custom fabs, but this move to mass production at this scale, we have not seen before. And some reports suggest that Tesla was initially aiming at building about 5,000 robots in 2025 as a pilot phase. So to commit to this number is massive. They want to shift Tesla. Tesla wants Optimus to not just be a gadget. It wants to do meaningful work in factories, warehouses, and homes. They truly believe that each and every one of us will have an Optimus in our homes at some point in the near future. But let's be clear about one thing, that Optimus is still an emerging product with technical challenges, and its market demand, pricing, and profit margins are far from proven, guys. So shifting factory from making cars and physical products that are already selling today to making advanced humanoid robots is a massive change in expertise, supply chains, and logistics. Even though Tesla is planning big growth with mass robot production, doesn't mean that it's going to happen instantly. Elon hinted that early production may be slow with real ramp-ups in later years. This means Tesla could be reallocating resource before robot businesses even turn profitable. But we know one other thing we saw yesterday. If you take a look at their commitment to this, just from a CapEx perspective. So Tesla committed that they are going to spend $20 billion in capex for robot production, autonomous vehicles like the Cybercab, energy and battery expansion, and other AI-related products. And this is a big jump over prior years. Remember, 2025 they spent 8.5 billion in capex. 24 was over 11 billion. So this is almost a significant jump. It's a double over 24. What it tells us about the future of Tesla is they no longer see themselves as an electric vehicle. They see themselves as future is in AI, automation, robotics, and not just EVs. Like I said, they've had massive competition there, and they really want to shift to this next phase. That's why they felt comfortable phasing out 2 legacy models that combine to only represent a sliver of sales and dedicating that space to the production of Optimus, which is unproven at this scale. So from an investor's perspective, that's a massive narrative shift for Tesla. It's not a tweak, it's a strategic pivot. So we have to ask ourselves, what did the market think overnight? And you could see the market responded really well to their earnings. After hours, they picked up almost $6, strong performance for the stock. And so the question I have for you guys is Tesla being visionary, or is it stepping away from their from a shrinking business too early? Should they have doubled down on the more of the mass vehicles and lean to that? Or do we believe that Tesla is moving into that next phase where they don't see themselves as an EV company anymore? They see themselves as the future of AI with robotics, autonomous vehicles, and other related projects. So let me know your comments below. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think of that announcement? And what do you think about the big strategy shift with Tesla? Take care, guys. Have a great day.